All right. Hey, hello there. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, and it is once again time to play some more DQ11. I am a little bit late today. Well, I'm late for being early, I guess, given how our schedule is. So, might be a slightly shorter session, but we'll just we'll chip away at it. Frodo's quest to find his lost friend and a way to Arboria continues, and he finds himself in Stiflheim, where he offers to help investigate gold fever, an odd affliction that has been turning citizens into solid gold statues. As they search for answers, they learn of Eric's early life, help him recover his lost memories. Hoping to find a way to save those who have been turned to gold, they infiltrate the Gildenot's castle, only to learn the horrifying truth. Their leader, Gildiga, is none other than Eric's sister Mia. They eventually overcome her, but this causes her powers to spin out of control, threatening to turn everything around her to gold. Eric prepares to land the killing blow, but Proto sees that Mia has returned to her senses and stops him at the last second. Realizing he still has a chance to save his sister, he dives into the fray, paying no heed to the magical forces running wild around him. He takes Mia in his arms, and as he does so, the curse is broken at last. With gold fever gone, the people of Stiflheim who were turned into statues are restored to their human forms, and Mia is taken to rest in the church, weakened but back to her old self. Eric has finally found the forgiveness the seer promised him, and the party set out once more on their quest to see the Lord of Shadows, defeated, and light return to the world. But yeah, that's all well and good. I had no real idea what I wanted to name the stream for today, because it's like, well, we all know our goal is to head to Arboria, and I think that's what we're doing next, if I remember correctly. You know, it's just been like 5 years since I played this. It's not been 5, it's been like 4. I mean, I guess it's not lying, since our goal since the beginning has been to head towards Arboria, right? So you can't say that it's clickbait. Okay. Alright, let's... yeah, we'll put Jade back in, and we'll put Rab... Put Rab over Hendrik for a little while. Looks good. And there's not really anything I want to do here in town. I think our equipment for the most part is up to date. I'm gonna check the armory again, see if we can get anything for Eric. Armor hasn't been that bad though, because I feel like we've had similar armor sets for most of the game at this point, and hasn't been too bad for us. Sylvando's not really using shields right now, because he is using whips. We could get that magical hats. I guess we could get some slightly better equipment if I were to spend the muns. I'll worry about that sometime later. I'm sure we can make our own stuff just fine, thanks to the forge and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're gonna head out to sea once again. Maybe. Actually, no. We need to go through the Sneerfeld, right? Yeah, that's where we went to Arboria last time. The boulder that was blocking the path in the Sneerfelds and the Arborian Highlands has disappeared. Wish to head to Arboria, follow this pathway to Stiflheim, it continues to the southeast. I was right, we're going straight back to Arboria. Yay, I'm not a liar. The title for this stream is not clickbait. I am the greatest at stuff, clearly. Strange times we're in here in this video again, because now we're rapidly... I forgot that I still get surprised by Sylvando every time. But yeah, we're on our way once again to the point just before the world tree fell in our quest. So it's gonna be interesting. Yay. But that's how things have been going in the end, for me today. It's a fine enough day. Nothing too crazy. Just, same old as usual. As always, still looking forward to the time where I could, log in, play some more Dragon Quests. And I think we're actually getting pretty close to the end of Act 2, I think. I'm using my original playthrough as a reference because my original playthrough, when I had no idea what I was doing, took about 50 hours or so to beat Act 2, so I think we're getting closer. I'm not in a huge rush or nothing like that, but I think we chip at it away more and more every day. That's the whole point, right? That move is so good. And this move it's fine too. It works. It does what we need to. Bongo Fandango. And Dango. I guess Fandango, right? Because it works for the pun of the thing. That the doctors could see me. He didn't say that. Fine. He didn't say my favorite line. My favorite part of Dragon Quest XI is when the Lorax said, "Let the darkness consume you." That's my favorite part. What is up? It's the sky. Hello there, Scoot. How are you? Hope your Wednesdays have been going alright for you. And yeah, well, welcome to the stream. Once again, going to Dragon Quest. Once again, going to Arboria. Kind of taking the same steps that we've had last time we were here. But yeah, I'm a little late today. Late for being early, I guess you could say. So this might be a slightly shorter session of Dragon Quest, but we'll go along. We'll make some progress. Am I going the right way? I am, in fact, going the right way. Good. Have we fought these things yet? Oh, those are fully grown white saber cats now. Wow. We've come so far. Did I just hear someone make a weird noise? Like, oh yeah, boy. I don't know what that was. It's strange. Thanks, Quadra Slash. Thanks for vanquishing my enemies in one fell swoop. Awesome. Are these the same killer robots? I can't hit it because I love the crossbow so much. Or is that a vicious variation? You can't even tell what the vicious variation is because they all have red eyes either way. They do like normal, slightly better. It's infinitesimally smaller improvement. I can't even say that word. Slightly better. Oh, that's good. Slightly better is better than not better, I suppose. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. And as always, hopefully things improve. I should read the name of this robot, because, like, is it the vicious variants, right? It's still a regular killing machine, I guess. It's not vicious. I guess you can't get any more vicious than your average killing machine, right? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, good. Jade is just stuck inside his feathers.
How's life for the old dog yet?
Neat. Class with your no longer mutual friend is awkward. Oh. That is odd. I guess that one of those things we can't really avoid as much as you'd probably like to, you know. I can't afford nothing on the rab. I can't imagine what that's like. Where it's like, well, we are governmentally. Oh, it's a red slime. We are governmentally mandated to be here, even though we'd rather not, probably rather not be. It's a cure slime. They're like heal signs, but they're red and green. Very, very Christmassy, very festive. And they kind of hurt a little bit. Not that bad, but they do in fact do damage. Just sat there in awkward silence for an hour and 15 minutes. Well, hey. That's how that's how most of my own conversations go IRL. I can weirdly relate to that, even though it's you know, I haven't quite been in the same similar situation. Or Dairy Queen Simulator. I love Dairy Queen. It's my favorite person. Hello there, Benzana. I'm playing Disqualification once again. Disqualification 11. You're watching Breaking Bad. You're on season 4 now. Nice. That does sound rather complicated. Jeesh. Shit's going down. Yeah. Season 4 is very much the, you know. Hey, wait a minute. There was a thing here. It's gone now. But yeah, it sounds like you're going through some real Tamagotchi life tier kind of relationship stuff right now. So that's
right here.
It's crazy.
Behind me.
We finally only have one more season of the Breaking Bad left. I guess I got what I deserved. It's a Durgan. I think I might have the wrong party set up for this, which I'm just gonna change.
Since time beyond memory, I have been sealed away in that frozen fjord. But now I am released.
The fjords.
Alas, my lengthy imprisonment has sorely depleted my powers.
I live in the fjords.
If the skies above Sniffelheim are to once more dance with fire, then first I must feast. You shall have the honor of being the Aurora.
The voice changers give you a major headache.
Sabar.
My man has very sensitive ears. He's got dog ears. Parappa ears. Which I guess would be required if you're going to be like a musician, right? So I guess that makes sense. I should have changed my lineup. Actually, no. Oh, well, this is fine. This is fine. See, it works. Do it. Pull your double trigger. Kill. The worst part is definitely losing a friend. Those are hard to come back these days. Yeah.
Need a little.
You don't think you ever lost a friend you're like age 12? I guess I kind of lost friends kind of casually. Like it's not like I've ever had any like big blow or something like that. It's like, just kind of growing apart, doing our own thing. That's kind of how a lot of my friends they had in high school were. So much damage. Like I never got into like a Tamagotchi lifestyle, like with somebody else in the world. I guess I'm kind of grateful for that. Oh my god, I actually hit the stick down and suddenly Rab just stares at you. That's crazy. What does more damage? Pearly Gates or Zamel, I wonder. You kept up with your modern friends since middle school. Some from elementary. They're very shocked.
Hold on a wee minute.
Hold on a wee minute. I'm just a little paralyzed here. A donkey. What do I want to unparalyze? I guess Jade, right? If you ever want to free someone from paralysis, just smack him. Oh. Okay, here, you take this. Here.
Snap out of it.
Okay, there we go. We's good.
I can't move.
And now the Sylvando is... Oh, this is going horribly. Dying Squirtle. I'm dying Squirtle. But I guess I do still have... He sounded so shocked. I still do have quite a few friends from the high school days. Not a lot. I can't say I've stayed friends with every single person I've ever known. You know. I should probably cut my losses and just like switch out.
On a wee minute.
Oh no. This is fine. This is fine. I would like to revive Jade though, just so that she doesn't miss out on an experience.
On a wee minute.
Except Rab is a little too busy being paralyzed. Hold on a wee minute.
What the?
I guess I could try. Come back to us. Hey, that actually worked. Yay.
Are you all right, honey?
You talk on the Discord server and no one replies, so you talk more. I'm not a very talky kind of person. Wow, this is horrible. Good thing we got Hustle Dance. Please don't hit Sylvando. Please don't hit Sylvando. Please don't hit Sylvando. Please don't hit Sylvando. You bitch! Well, sorry, Sylvando. I think you're missing out. I think you're missing out. Oh. Yeah, but I know for me personally, I am not very wordy.
Not bad.
I do not talk to nobody unless I am first approached. Otherwise, it's like, yo, guys. You learned Mountain Mover. What does that do again? Is that one of those weird abilities he has that are like strange elemental abilities? How many moments are you talking to Yield server? Nobody replied. Well, that's just because not anything against you personally. It's just, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I'm good. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't feel like interacting with other people. Summons Infernal Thunderbolts, strike a group of enemies. Silly. That might be phony. TM are talking about penicular Signman to you. That's my favorite Zelda character is Signman. With the bowl cut. He'll definitely reply. I guess I've been trying to sort of get out of that habit. Is, you know, is sometimes I would just like not want to talk to somebody else, so I don't, but...
Just like the detestable
But on like a public forum like Discord, I guess I'm not that worried about it.
who sealed me away all those years ago. But
That's me.
where Aldwin succeeded, you shall succumb.
Hey man, we beat you fair and square.
What the? You can't move.
If you DM or talk to you, you always reply. Yeah, I guess I do the same thing. Even though sometimes I've obtained some weird DMs on Twitch before.
Piteous wretches, prepare to be consumed.
I remember there was a chat member that just showed up and they didn't talk in the chat a lot, but they decided to DM me instead. It was weird. Like, hello there, feller. How you doing? Hey, that's familiar.
Oh, my strength, it's straining away. What is that awful noise?
What is this accent? Is this like an Italian dragon? Like, wait, oh my god, what is it? He said a noise. I am a dragon. That's not Italian.
Beast, be gone, thou black offence! May heaven's winds propel thee hence!
Irish. Yeah, hello streamer. Can we only talk through DMs? Does that sound fun to you? Does that sound whimsical? I don't know, it's weird. Like, I don't usually see that stuff on stream because I don't have like the actual Twitch website open, so it's like...
Don't worry, everyone. I'll have you back on your feet in no time.
Probably should not be talking about this in you know, in actual pretty important moments like this. But oh well. If I could rant about Plants vs. Zombies while we're looking at the Luminary's dad's trauma, I guess we could, you know, do anything's possible.
No way.
Bold luminary, Yggdrasil's chosen, long have I waited to greet you. We of Arboria swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
You found better prices for some of those avatar things and end up spending $500. That's how they get you. They get you with the better prices. Now they make you spend even more.
It's ever so nice to see you all again.
Hello, Serena.
Serena, it's really you. Thanks for helping us out there. But where did you spring from? And where have you been?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
I've been trying to make my way back to Arboria ever since that awful day. But I got rather sidetracked seeing to those who needed my help. When I heard that the golden iceberg blocking Sniffelheim Harbor had melted away, I decided to try and make my way home from there. I never thought I'd meet you on the way.
You saw this video of an old guy scream from 40-year-old back problems to sound like an HL2 zombie. Was that just me? Was that just my streams? You've been playing Clash Royale while watching Breaking Bad? You should play the Breaking Bad DS game while watching Breaking Bad.
We're on our way there ourselves.
For full immersion.
You keepers would be the best folk to ask about a certain sacred flying contraption.
Between sets at the gym, you play Clash Royale. You might be I think you are pretty addicted to Clash Royale. Is what it sounds like.
Well, I've never heard of such a thing, but I'm sure Father Benedictus will know something about it.
My only exposure to Clash Royale is here. That's all I know is the king that goes here.
It's so wonderful to see you all again. Would you mind awfully if I tagged along with you?
Yes. Serena joins the party. Just like that. Well, we're making great time. You play all the time, but you're definitely not that good. I feel like that's how I am with most games these
Follow
days.
the path up the mountain. We'll be in Arboria in no time. Well then, shall we?
Like I have 1,000 and some change hours worth in TF2, but you certainly would not be able to tell from me playing it. But look at that, Serena. She's finally here performing for you. And yet there's still nothing I probably want to really buy in her skill tree. She got a little screwed in the skill tree department, I think. But you know what? Let's put her in the party. It's been a while. You're stuck at Arena 15. You're in Arena 19. I don't know what any of this means, but I hope your arenas improve. I think, right? Is a bigger number better? I'm gonna say probably yes. All right, we are on our way back to Arboria once again. Goodness gracious, we are gaming. What even is Clash Royale anyway? I'm pretty sure it's made by the same people that made that what's it called, Clash of Clans, right? And once again, my only exposure is here, of course. It's fun, but pay to win sometimes. Oh. I guess I'll try this out. Not bad. Although I think multi-thrust still would have done more damage. Oh my god, this girl's got a pot lid. No, Jesus. Okay, I think she's gonna need some different armor. Jeez.
May heaven's winds propel thee hence!
That does pretty good damage. I don't remember using that a whole lot with Serena. Well, then again, I didn't really use Serena a whole lot. I think our lack of new armor is really starting to show. We're kind of getting moitered. Probably gonna want to change that when we get to Arboria. You've been playing for 6 years, very on and off. Oh, hey, the proto leveled up. I'm the proto. I kind of lie when we were talking about mobile games one time, and I kind of lied to Benzano's face when I said that I haven't played many mobile games. So that's kind of not true. I played I remember I played Fallout Shelter when that came out quite a bit. I got a little addicted to that, and it kind of makes me sad to say that Fallout Shelter is probably the best thing that Bethesda has made when it comes to Fallout in years. He's a cookie clicker mobile kind of guy. Yeah, I play Clicker Heroes. That's my favorite clicker type thing. I played that quite a bit. My problem with mobile games is that every time I get like, you know, I get kind of hooked on a mobile game, I always think to myself, man, this game would be 1,000 times better if it was just like something I could purchase once and not have to deal with like microtransactions or like, I don't know, like randomness or whatever like that. Every single mobile game that I've really gone into that's like free to play, that isn't like, you know, just a game that I just randomly purchased one day with actual money and is an actual game that you could probably play out elsewhere as well. I'm explaining this very poorly. Where school, that's what you do. You play Clash Royale at work. You have over 150 random mobile games. I think my biggest example is probably Plants vs. Zombies 2. Like I always think to myself, like, man, Plants vs. Zombies 2 is a lot better than it used to be, because when it first came out, it was pretty bad. But these days it is actually pretty decent. But I always wish, like, why can't I just play this as a single player game? It'd be so beautiful. It'd be so much better. And I feel that way about another game I've been playing somewhat off and on recently, in the form of Limbus Company, which is a game that I think has really fun gameplay. The art style is really great, the story is really engaging, and the characters are fun, but it is a free-to-play mobile game, and I just that's like the only reason I haven't played it on stream. It's because it's one of those. It's a free-to-play mobile game with a whole bunch of microtransactions. I love when all functions in my video game are all mapped to the same button. Whoa! But literally the only reason I have not played Limbus Company on stream is because it is a free-to-play mobile game full of microtransactions. Playing Clash Royale being greased up in car oil is like bread and butter. It actually improves your gameplay. Don't you know? It makes you more aerodynamic, more slicker. It's like painting wheels on the side of your car, or flames on the side of your car. Painting wheels, yeah.
Well, that was easy.
And the gem, a free-to-play mobile game with pay-to-win microtransactions. Microtransactions. The final boss of video games, microtransactions. Once you defeat microtransactions, video games will finally be good again. Time to play more Avatar stuff. What Avatar stuff is there to play? I know there was like a game released on the Wii. I know there's like an infamous Avatar game that released on Xbox 360, right? That people just played for. Oh my god, Hero's in there. It's me. And it was like infamous because you earned like all achievements in the game within like 30 minutes or so, maybe even less. So people would just play that game for achievement farming. That's like the only Avatar related thing I know of when it comes to video games, I think. Lethal Company, X Limbus Company. And you know what? Probably not that far off, honestly. Microtransactions owns EA. I would not be surprised that they're microtransactions ruining video games. Damn it.
May heaven's winds propel thee hence!
He fell over. That dang old dude just fell on over. Where's my egg? There's my egg. My mechanical egg. Mechanical Michael egg. Did I miss a treasure chest over there? Oh no, I definitely got that. There's no way I missed that. Are you crazy? Whose stream do you think you're watching? Probably someone who misses a lot of things. Is what I guess. It's wood. Exactly. But I guess I shouldn't talk too bad about free-to-play games, because I feel like some of the games I play the most in the world are free-to-play, like TF2. Granted, I played TF2 in a time, you know, after it became free-to-play, not before. And the gem is free-to-play. No, there's a difference. That game, as of right now, I don't know what it'll be like when it comes out, but as of right now, the demo at least is free to own. Now, when I think free-to-play, I think, like, you know, the game is free to a point, you know, like, but if you want to unlock certain other stuff, then you're gonna have to shell it out eventually. That's kind of what I think of when I think of free to play. But no, games like TF2 and Smite, I played a lot of Smite, and that's also a free to play game. With honestly pretty bad practices, free to play practices as well. I don't think people have really talked about, even though, because the truth is, TF2, it pretty much invented loot boxes, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, when people ever look at Overwatch or whatever random games have loot boxes, TF2 is kind of patient zero for that, right? Probably going to be free-handed gems, passion project. You're not earning money from it. Mayhaps donations. That's neat.
This is awful. It was so beautiful here before.
The Uncle Proton loot box. You don't want to know what's stored in the Uncle Proton loot box. Would I donate to the Jamulars? I think I would donate to the Jamulars. I'd be willing to play like maybe like $25 for the Hand of the Jammers. I think that's a fair price for that kind of game. Maybe. Then again, I am not the sultan on prices. I've seen people that say Pizza Tower is too expensive, and that's $20. So I don't heckin' know. And I need some spare change. Spare change, ma'am.
Oh, little angels, Veronica, Serena, please come back. We'll do anything.
We got one half of them.
Dallas, Alma, you must not lose hope. Veronica and Serena are the heirs to the power of that most holy of sages. As long as they are together, there is
Hey,
nothing
I'm back.
that can...
I'm back to Raj. I'm back to $25 for a 2-hour rhythm game. Yeah, why not? Okay, maybe 20. That's my final offer.
Is it really you? Mother? Father? You're alive!
You realize you said play not buy. I was gonna say like what you playing? What you grilling? You playing some Avatar video games, I guess.
Serena, my little angel, I never thought I'd see you again.
Serena, my child, have you come back to us alone? What of Veronica?
We have not found Veronica yet.
She's not here. But I thought she must have made her way home already.
The stuff you wanted to buy yesterday have tripled in price. This is why I use Google Alerts. Damn, that's the stock market is a fickle mistress or something.
She's certainly somewhere nearby. I can sense it. Somewhere north of here.
You created a new song for stage 1. I'll if you're willing to share it, I'd be happy to listen to it.
You can really tell where she is?
Yes, it's her. I know it is. We have to go and find her.
Instead of Hannah jamming inside a music store in stage 1, she skateboards away past the long line to buy guitar strings in stage 1. There you go. That's how you do it. I hope it's like a comically long line where that's the whole song. Famously good Avatar video games. Yeah, it was. I was actually just talking about that, about how the only Avatar video game I'm aware of is the Xbox 360 one that you just play to farm achievements. How'd you ever turn to us? All of you save for one. Pray, go with Serena into the grove north of the village and seek out her twin. I guess we'll do that. We'll worry about our equipment later, I think. I think we should go there now. Why does Avatar media that isn't made by the original creators have to be so bad? Well, the original creators. Sometimes they know what's best for their franchise, but well, not always. You know, the line is 5 miles wrong. Incredible.
You think Veronica's really here? If she is, she's keeping a low profile.
When we were children, Veronica and I would often come to this grove to play. I was sure she would be waiting
People
for
kind
me
of see how much people love Avatar, and I don't think they realize that people like it because it's good. No, they like it because he's got an arrow on his head. It's not because it's a great series. They like the arrow.
Veronica, where are you?
I should paint an arrow on my head. No, I should shave an arrow into my head. There she is.
There she is. I knew it.
There's our little garden gnome.
Wake up, lazy bones. You'll catch cold sleeping outside like this. Veronica? Look, her staff is shining, and so is the mark on your hand. Do you think if you touch it, you might have one of your visions?
Only one way to find out. You have 8 left out of 40. You are on the grind. The Nomulars. Proto is transported back to that dark day. The day where everything gone to shit.
Oh no! This can't be happening! If Yggdrasil falls, the world will...
A reminder of our greatest failure.
I have to do something.
Later, Benzano.
You're the only ones who can save this world. Don't let me down. You'll have to go on without me, Serena. Look after the luminary.
So yeah, a lot of our party members are kind of thinking like, how the hell in the heck did we survive the world tree falling? But
Veronica, you gave your life to save us.
that would be why.
No! Oh, darling. Even in your final moments, you were thinking of your friends. No!
No.
Veronica.
Why must the good die young?
You'll leave and stop being. You're not being annoying. I'm just not reading the funny jokes out loud right now.
She wasn't here after all. She's gone. But I will not let her death be in vain. Where she led, I must follow.
Wish there's a CGI scene. This would be a perfect time for a CGI scene, but I don't know. Every time there's ever been a CGI scene in this game, it's always because something went horrible.
I have to tell everyone. I have to tell Mother and Father.
I think besides the intro to the game, I don't think there's been a single CGI cutscene where everything went peachy keen. So it's like, oh no, that would have been like a red flag. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna have 7 out of 8 going to the world tree. I guess this slightly got a little meta on you for a second. That is kind of part of the reason why Veronica was part of the team for so long. Mostly because she is incredibly useful and a great mage. But also because I am a little bastard and wanted this to hurt even more. Serena tells the people of Arboria the sad news of Veronica's sacrifice. That same day, the Keepers hold a memorial service. Is Veronica's death not horrible? But that's what I'm saying! If it was CGI, then that would have added on even more.
Holy Heart is this symbol of all life. Today, we mourn the loss of a beloved child of Arboria.
So I'm imagining that, I guess it depends on when the CGI is, because I'm imagining that it becomes CGI when they enter the forest. Like, oh no. I guess it would make sense if it was just that one scene, right?
Though she came into life with another of your...
But for some reason, I'm assuming it would be the whole scene,
She departed this realm.
which would have been the reddest flag on the planet.
She one day returned to you and bloom again upon your branches.
Kind of sad to think about, but it's a little pointless to be praying to a world tree when the world tree is freaking dead.
I thank you all for gathering here today to celebrate the life of my dear sister.
So I'm sure that's something that none of these folks would want to be thinking about right now.
Even in her darkest hour, Veronica thought not of herself, but only of protecting the luminary. She was a keeper to the last. Now, I ask that each of you offer up a lock of hair to the sacred flame, that its light may guide her on her way back to the World Tree.
Oh, Veronica, my little angel. Ah. Curse you, Mordigan. Why could you not have taken me instead?
Whale.
Darling, darling daughter. How could you leave us without saying goodbye?
Serena appears steadfast despite her grief. But the sight of her poor parents is heartbreaking indeed.
My child, I must speak with you and your friends. When you have a moment, please come to the cathedral.
But yeah, the thing I've been kind of avoiding talking about this whole time, because it would have been a massive spoiler, but we don't bring a whole lot of attention to it when we were doing the side stories, but you kind of get a little suspicious of, we see what every other party member is up to, except for Serena and Veronica. It kind of I don't know, you kind of make connections in your head. Did I never get that, Dickington? I guess I never did. That's Hockle. It kind of gives you some connections in your head, like, huh, why would they be avoiding these two characters in particular? People lost their lives in the days after the fall, and yet I was convinced that Veronica would have escaped unscathed. Veronica, I miss you so much. I was looking forward to hearing all about your travels. And it kind of, I also didn't bring too much attention, but this is sort of hinted at when Sylvando kind of made an offhand joke about Eric, like, oh, if Veronica saw this, she'd die. I was just sitting there like, don't make a joke, don't make a joke, don't make a joke. Like, Jesus Christ. Father Benedictus said he had something important to discuss with you, did he not? He is waiting for you in the cathedral. As you're mourning and some girl comes in and says, bro, get Asham here. Get Asham. Oh, that might pretty. The cathedral is a large building at the top of the stairs. I mean, I shaved sometime, I shaved on Saturday. And I kind of performed a similar ritual, I think. I took my shaved head hair and beard hair and just sacrificed it to the elder gods. Such a happy family. I remember well the joy on Fidelis and Amalus' faces the day their daughters were gifted onto them. Such a terrible thing happened to such good people. It's so unfair. But yeah, I liked Act 2 for a lot of reasons, because I didn't discuss this much, but I like how it shuffles up the party members. You know, you recruit them in different orders, so if you've been sticking to one particular strategy, maybe you come to appreciate the other party members more. But I feel like this somewhat would have an opposite effect, where now that it feels like there's just a hole in your party. A hole that may or may not be filled in, but we'll see.
Forgive me for summoning you here at this time of sadness, but there is something I believe you will be eager to hear.
Before Edgar still falls, to talk about death as well. Yeah, there's that little scene between Veronica and Serena where they talk about, you know, if their leaves would wither at the same time, and, you know, that Veronica would hope that they would. So it is hinted at a lot in the game, and even after the World Tree falls, so
You came in search of the sacred conveyance
You
upon
you
which
could
Erdwin
you could
and his
probably
allies
you
rode
know,
out to face
connect the dots
Dark One,
together
did you not?
How did you know that?
before you actually, you know, see it with your own eyes.
For some days before your arrival, Holy Yggdrasil granted me another vision. I saw you, honored luminary. You were standing alongside Serena upon a great white object that transported you to an island in the sky. A strange and beautiful place.
And you think this was a vision of the future?
Future.
I do. For in my dream, Veronica was not with you. I have been greatly troubled as to what her absence might mean. I had hoped and prayed that my fears were unfounded, yet, alas, they were not. Which made me wonder if the conveyance upon which you stood might also be real. And then I remembered. Cetacea. The legends tell of a divine being who soared through the skies on silver wings, a beast summoned to Erdwin's side by a mystical melody.
Very clearly not a vision of the past, yeah.
Cetacea's back that you rode in my vision. And perhaps
Don't you remember that time we rode upon some sort of creature before we actually started the journey? It was good times. You're a shadow. Hope it doesn't end up like Euro Luigi. I can only hope that Euro Shadow will be the most prosperous year of our lives. Hello, Green Squid. How are you doing? Yeah, you having a good Wednesday. But yes, I believe that the shadow sweep is upon us.
I intend to scour the annals for indications of how she might be summoned. I will inform you forthwith if my researches should prove fruitful. Now, the day's unhappy events have surely taken their toll. Rooms have been prepared for you all at the inn. Pray, rest a while.
I guess I haven't mentioned that it is in fact you're a shadow. I guess there hasn't been a very comfortable time to bring that up. The goal is to get the collection under 2K, but you think realistically you're going to have to spend about 2.5K. The most expensive Avatar collection. Hey, you didn't earn the top spot in that Avatar display thing for nothing. You got to crack a few eggs or something, right? Heavenly Isle that I saw in my dream must surely be your next destination. Is Cetacea but the means by which you will reach it? I'll pursue the annals or any hints as to how this magical being might be summoned. Should I discover anything more? No, I shall inform you forthwith. Now I bid you good nights. I have asked the innkeeper to prepare rooms for you at the inn. You didn't buy all, but mostly just gifts. Yeah, I'd assume so. You're doing good. Totally not playing an online game with Splatoon 1 for the Wii U. Yeah, they shut it down, which means definitively that would never happen again. Ever. It is impossible. Impossible, even. Luminary, you look ever so weary. Please, you must rest. I believe Father Benedictus has arranged for you and your friends to stay at the inn. Go there, I prithee. Speak with the proprietor. I almost said prospector. That would have been not correct. Go speak with the prospector. Such a happy family. I remember all the joy and... I already read this. Sorry. I just like to stew in the sadness, you know. You gotta stew for a little bit. Benedictus tells me that you and your friends will be staying the night. Shall I take you up to your room? You would follow me? But yeah, there was sort of a point where I did sort of consider playing Splatoon 1 on stream before it shut down, but I decided against it. To just sort of preserve my memories of the game, I suppose. You're not getting matched right now. There's not an online mode. They gaslit you. Yeah, exactly. I've seen certain online newsletters, reporters, what would you call it? Journalists, I guess, that would talk about ways you could still do that kind of stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, how about you like shut the fuck up? Like, if there's any rule that I've figured is that if you find something cool that is possibly fan made, maybe don't talk about it too loudly. Don't post about it on the internet. Especially if you have like a public platform. I'm saying. The tooth diorama, the tough diorama. Oh, well, you don't have a diorama of Aang's molars. That's crazy. Why does Toph autocorrect the tooth? That's a good question. What's that with the night sky is crying? It was raining like this when I last saw your mother. At night when I fell into the river and you drifted away from me, I swore that I would one day grow strong enough to protect the people I love. I still have a long way to go. We're lucky Veronica had the strength and I didn't. Oh, I missed a chest over here. Kind of inappropriate to be, you know, oh, look, chest. Saint's ashes. Fitting, I suppose. But yeah, this is my PSA out to anyone. If you ever find anything cool, just don't talk about it. Maybe tell some of your close pals privately, but you know, don't. Try not to draw too much attention to that kind of stuff. Eleanor, my dear wee lassie. Erwin, my boy. Rhoda, will you promise me something? Tell me you'll wait till you're old. Granddad pops his clogs before you go shuffling out this mortal coil. Over Adria, I made us stern stuff. We can deal with whatever Mortigan throws at us. A world where the old outlive the young. It's not a world I want to live in. There's all this in Canada, so you know it's like in your money. I don't know what the conversion rates are either. I'm not good at math as it is. So thinking about conversion rates is like that makes my that makes the gears in my brain go haywire. When sometimes I feel like they're going haywire as it is, just on at a base level. So adding on to dangle conversion rates. Well, that just makes things worse. Hey there, honey. Can't sleep either, huh? Well, we all need time to think, but try not to brood too much over things you can't change, okay? I want to make everybody in Edria smile, but with the world the way it is, that's an impossible dream. There are things that even I, the great Sylvando, can't do. Depressing music. It's making me all mopey. It's coming from behind the inn. It sounds a lot like Serena's harp. Ah, woo. Bark, barf, barf. Yeah, people are talking about that one non-specific server. Please shut the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. Good advice. Good advice when it comes to talking about cool stuff, I suppose. I missed a lot of chests here. What the heck was I doing? One Canada is 0.73 USD. I guess that wouldn't be that hard to calculate it then, but I'm not sure it's not going to do that in my mind. People come and people go. That's just the way the world works, I guess. She had to go so soon. She could have said something at least. I had stuff I wanted to talk to her about. Was it another fight? You guys had a lot of those. Oh, yay, mini medal. Yippee. Very appropriate time to find that. Absolutely. I'm glad I didn't discover all these chests now that I'm looking around. Trying to find Hendrik. Oh, speaking of the devil. Hello there, Hendrik. That's not Hendrik. What the hell? I'm blind. Can't run away in the middle of the night and leave all your friends behind. Oh, well, I thought when you said behind the inn, might be. Yeah, I'm just gonna skedaddle. I'm just gonna skedaddle. See you guys. I'm just gonna take off in the middle of the night. Is that okay with everybody? It's 2015 Canadian dollars was worth more than USD. I promise all my love, though wilts waits and boughs above, that our leaves might bloom together. But time hath torn thee from my arms, and time hath brought us countless harms. Time shall make us one forever. I wonder if everyone has actually done a cover.
From the Age of Heroes, the story of a lady pining for her long-lost sweetheart.
I wonder if anyone has done a cover with the lyrics of this particular song. Your free trial talking is ending. Now shut up to renew your trial. There you go. You fell asleep after school again, so now you're gonna stay up all night.
No one remembers who wrote it, but I've loved it since I was a little girl.
I don't know, more time to do stuff you enjoy, I suppose.
You know, something's been bothering me.
Even if it means you're probably gonna be exhausted tomorrow, but yeah, you know, yin and yang,
Veronica,
something like that.
we were born at the same time, so our leaves bloomed at the same time, didn't they? Do you think they'll fall at the same time too?
I don't know. You've always been a bit slow, to be honest. But I hope they do. Serena, I want you to promise me something. If anything happens to me, promise you'll finish this without me.
No voice acting. That is sort of a pet peeve of mine that I've seen in some games where it's like, oh, when somebody starts singing, suddenly the voices go away. Otherwise, in a game like this that has
I shan't promise anything of the sort. I
many
don't know
hours
what
worth
to
of
think
voice acting,
such things.
kind of common. I don't know why.
If only I had promised to do as she asked. Perhaps she might have been able to make her sacrifice more easily. She was right, you know. I always have been slow. When it came to talking, or walking, or learning magic, I was always a step behind her. But now I must tread my own path. Alone. I hate to ask, but would you mind awfully not going anywhere for a little while? I think I'm going to cry. Thank you. I'm sorry to be such a bother, but I shan't be one any longer. Veronica died to save me. I must make the most of my life, for her sake. No more tears. That was the old me. Goodbye. What in the world? I feel different.
Well, isn't that familiar?
Thank you, dear sister.
Serena can now use all of Veronica's spells and abilities. Congratulations, you unlocked the most OP character in the game by far. Short-haired Serena. Veronica has given me so much. I'm not going to be afraid anymore. Oh, but please don't let me keep you. I think I'll stay here for a while and listen to the breeze. You should go back to the inn and rest. I know this is kind of an inappropriate time to talk about this, considering all that's just transpired, but this game rules. Like I stay silent a lot during a lot of the cutscenes because I like when I'm playing heavily story-based games like this. I do like to let the game speak for itself a little bit without me making like shit-ass jokes all the time. But sometimes I honestly kind of forget. These past few streams in particular, sometimes I forget that I'm even streaming and I'm just like getting engrossed in the story. Like it's so very good. What's that light I saw shining on the terrace just now? Could it have been the first rays of the rising sun? No, it was much more fiery. Reminded me of a certain someone. The struggle is to not say you've unlocked Luigi as a playable character. It just still fell. Yeah, I know, right? After Fates of Dark, you can outplay as Luigi. I guess that's what Serena is now. She's the Luigi to the Veronica's Mario, right? Something like that. First time I met Serena, she seemed like such an airhead. The kind of girl who walks straight into trouble without even realizing it. She sure has changed. Veronica's up there somewhere looking down. I'll bet she's proud of what she's seeing. I know what it's like to watch your little sis finally grow up. It's a fair game. It is very good. I already knew that this game was great before because I talked about it before about how I played this game on kind of a whim during lockdown, where it's like, yeah, well, I really need something to fill some time because at that point we had too much of it, perhaps. I said, hey, why not finally check out Dragon Quests? And lo and behold, and I liked this game a lot at first, but I wouldn't say I thought much of it. But after thinking about it in hindsight, playing other Dragon Quests and coming back to it now, I feel like this straight up might be one of the best RPGs I've ever played. Like that's kind of a big wide swing that I'm making there, but this game really is really good. Well, when you look at that, the sky's cleared right up. Perhaps it had something to do with that sad song coming to an end. Serena singing, was it not? Unfortunately, we did not hear it because, well, they decided not to voice that, sadly. Well, at least it stopped raining. The sky was crying before. It seems like to have cheered up a little now. We say we head back to the inn. It's almost dawn. We should try to get some sleep while we can. I'm sorry that I can't find Hendrik. So I have no idea what he would have to add to this. He has kind of a unique perspective because he really didn't know Veronica, like hardly at all. And I forgot I should probably talk to the innkeeper. Sorry, you need permission to go to sleep in this world. Welcome back to our humble upholstery. And Luminary, will you be returning to your room? Very well, if you would follow me. His father was the one who recommended DQ11 2 years ago. You bought it then, didn't get past the opening for 2 years. You're super bored one day, you finally got past the opening, and you're glad you did. The moment you beat this game, you knew it was the best game you ever played. It's really, really good, and I look forward to the day we get to play more Dragon Quest on stream, because I still want to play the whole series when I can. Except, some of the other Dragon Quest games I played, like 9 and 8, are not quite as long as this, so it's a little bit easier to swallow. But yeah, no, this game is fantastic. I'm glad I randomly gave it a shot. And, thanks to Smash Brothers for putting it on my radar, adding a hero into Smash. There was something I wanted to talk about, but I guess hopefully I'll remember it later.
Good morning, or should I say good afternoon. The sun's already high in the sky. Father Benedictus dropped by earlier. He says he has something to show us at the top of the mountain. Everyone else has gone on ahead, but I thought I'd wait for you. Shall we go and join them? There's a little door to the right of the cathedral. The path is through there.
You can already tell that Serena is slightly less soft-spoken than she was previously.
Hello.
Father Benedict was popped by the inn earlier this morning and said that he had something to show us at the top of the mountain. Everyone's up there now waiting for us. Let's go and join them, shall we? The path that leads to the summit is through a little door on the side of the cathedral. That's where that reminded you that you had to beat this game. Yeah, no, I'm glad that hero ended up getting added to Smash because I am a big JRPG fan, but I never really thought of Dragon Quest. Like, I knew it as Dragon Warrior, and that's, you know, it's like, oh, it's Dragon Warrior. It's the NES game that came out a long time ago. But I haven't really thought about it much ever since. But, you know, since this game, now I just want to go back and play a lot of the other Dragon Quests as well. Because having played 9 and 8, those games are also incredible. I think 11 overall is probably the best I've played so far, and I'm honestly not sure if that's gonna change, but no, DQ, it's a great series. Good morning, Prado. Father Benedict has passed through here this morning on his way to the top of the mountain. Said that you were to join him there and that I should allow you to pass. I know not what he wishes to tell you, but please go to him with my blessing. I had kind of a similar experience with another game called Rune Factory, which, if you don't know, Rune Factory is basically Harvest Moon, you know, Stardew Valley style farming sim, except it has a lot of RPG elements like, you know, dungeon crawling, levels, stats, equipment, all that kind of stuff. It's basically if you match up a farming sim with an action RPG. And I played it a little bit when it first released on the Switch, Rune Factory 4. I played it for a little bit, thought, hey, that was kind of neat. I didn't think much of it, but then last year, I was kind of bored and I decided to pick it back up again. I got horribly addicted to it. Like, every little bit of free time I had would be dedicated to me playing Rune Factory 4. It quickly became one of my most played games on my Switch, because I ended up playing it that much from hardly anything at all, you know, hardly any hours at all playing the game, to now suddenly I'm hyper addicted to it. And I'd say that it swiftly became one of my favorite farming sims of all time, probably my favorites. So that's kind of a similar experience, you know, when you give a second chance to something like that, it's like, oh, this is actually amazing. There's a couple of games I could think of that I probably want to give another shot to, but, you know, who knows, maybe that's for on the stream. You see that the main character canon name was Hero, so your main file name was Hero. Does he also be like old school RPGs with his name in all caps? You know, I guess that is kind of fitting, since, you know, this is very much your grandfather's RPG. Our grandfather's RPG, of course. I remember being kind of slightly off-put by a hero name being Hero. Look, some of these guys. I was off-put by his name being Hero because, like, you know, it's like the Roamer encampments. Like, oh, that's a weird name to give a fairly well-known character, but it kind of makes sense on a few levels. Like, you know, considering that you play as other Dragon Quest heroes, not just the Luminary. I guess, you know, that I found out that's kind of a surprisingly common thing for JRPGs to name their protagonist Hero, because I remember that there were, when Persona 3 Reload came out, there was a bunch of these videos of the different party members, and the main character was just called Hero. So I guess that's just kind of a common thing.
Ah, there you are. So glad you could finally join us.
Kind of game you can pull you in and beat it all week on your free time, or you could over the course of 6 months. Both are extremely enjoyable. I do think that sometimes I'll talk about this later. Let's do this. Let's hear what this fella has to say first.
With another vision in the night, I saw Veronica standing upon this very ledge. It is known as Luminary's Landing. When Erdwin descended from the heavens after facing the Dark One, this is where he alighted. And this is the Calamus flute. In my dream, Veronica played upon it. It once belonged to the great sage Serenica. She left it in Arboria on her final visit, the day after the Dark One finally fell.
It's a little, maybe a bad time to bring this up, but is Serenica a character in DQ3? Because I feel like she might be. But Serenica has been mentioned a few times here.
As a memento
in DQ11. And DQ11 is more or less the sequel to DQ1 to 3.
There it was, upon my pillow. It is a sign. The flute will reveal the path you must tread. Serena, my child, if you would be so kind,
I'm a little sad that I didn't end up playing through DQ 1 to 3 before replaying this game, because I feel like, honestly, I'm kind of sad I didn't play most of the Dragon Quest series before playing through this one, because with how many callbacks this game makes to other games of the series,
Of course.
it would have been really cool to see a lot of the connections. You know, a lot of the music that is used from other games. You know, the locations that we find in Tickington and all that stuff. Because, you know, having only played this DQ9 and
I think I must
DQ8,
be doing it wrong.
I did recognize a few locations from DQ9 and 8, but, you know, other than that,
But if Veronica was playing it in Father Benedictus's vision,
there's still a lot of
must be the
references
key.
and callbacks that are kind of lost upon
Can
me.
you try, perhaps?
Thank you for not making that a choice, because I would have said no, because I'm playing Hero as a little bastard. Getting named Hero is fitting because there's no other preset names other than Erdwin after the facts. I mean, I guess I could have went with default names for the other 4 heroes, but yeah, or the other 3, I guess. But no, Hero's just fine. It sounds so definitive, like the hero approaches. I got a stick! Just kidding, it's a fishing pole.
What the?
Fishing rod? I fear it is I who am seeing visions.
This ain't the weirdest thing you've seen. After traveling with us.
You got a bite! Oh, go on, darling. Reel it in.
Oh, finally, that fishing minigame I've been waiting for. Sky whale. It's a sky whale. Oh my god. Yo, sky whale.
A flying fish? No, that's a whale.
Not just any whale. That's a sky whale, dude.
So it was as I suspected. It was upon her back that you rode in my dream.
You think you're gonna tell us the part where we're flying on a giant flying whale?
Sacred conveyance of the luminary. Cetacea.
Veronica's a DQ11, just modeled after your favorite character, Sage. Oh.
You must play it whenever you require her aid.
Well, I'm kind of wondering about that, because this game talks a lot about people who traveled with Erdwin. And I'm wondering, are those actually characters that are in Dragon Quest 3/1/2? I think 3, right? Because 3 actually had party members. Or is that just like sort of the quote-unquote canon names they've kind of been giving to the companions of 3? So I think in 3, it has like a drop system, right? Similar to Final Fantasy.
Go, luminary, and seek out the floating island. It is the World Tree's will.
Something like that.
Whatever awaits you there will surely aid you in the fight against the Lord of Shadows. Do not let Veronica's sacrifice be in vain. Now, play.
DQ3 doesn't have names, so they just gave the names to the classes. I guess that is kind of one way they can canonize, you know, the party in Dragon Quest 3, because I think 3 is pretty 3 seems pretty flexible on the personalities and, you know, the character traits of your different characters through classes and stuff, and, you know, your own head cannons and all that. Sky whale. Kind of similar to 9. 9 has Dragon Quest 9 also kind of is similar in that style, where you make your own characters and their own classes. Well, you don't make their class, but, you know, you choose the classes for each of them. So a lot of the fun of Dragon Quest 9 doesn't really come from your different party members interacting with each other. It's more of, you know, your own head cannons, you know, kind of making the adventure in your head. Like, I kind of, I'll talk about this a little bit, because we're on a freaking sky whale. The loveliest catch, awarded for recovering the flute left behind by the late Veronica, when summoning the serene being known as Sedecia. Sedeca? But yeah, no, we're on a sky whale now. Ouch! An oppressive barrier surrounds the frozen fortress of fear. It's not possible to get any closer. Ow. But no, this is what you would call an airship moment in a video game, where you go from the boats and then you go for the airship. What's this? Did I say one whale station? Whaleway station. Oh, I see. DQ1 and 3 are pretty bare bones, like the second ever digital RPG. So I've seen a lot of history of a lot of JRPGs, and I think the consensus is that there was a game before Giant Quest called Wizardry, which was basically a battleground. I remember this. There was an old, pretty much the first JRPG, I think, called Wizardry, which basically was a dungeon crawler, which kind of served to try to put a lot of D&D style mechanics into a video game. One of the first attempts to do so. And Dragon Quest was very revolutionary in its own way, because it took a lot of the mechanics of something similar to D&D, but put them into a game that was actually controllable with a controller, you know, not having to use, you know, a keyboard / mouse to do stuff. So it's pretty much, you know, the reason why JRPGs exists on home consoles at all, because, you know, it pretty much revolutionized that control scheme. Being able to, you know, handle a game like that on hardware like the Famicom, and, you know, being able to actually play it, you know, in a convenient manner, which kind of sounds like a no-brainer these days, but back then it was like huge, like, holy crap, we could play a complicated game like this, but only with a controller. This object looks almost like some kind of giant candlestick. I don't think we can do anything here for now. Yeah, this is for later. I'm kind of interested in seeing where the rest of the game goes, because my memories are a little scattered of what happens after, you know, Veronica's death. Yeah, after Serena changes. I have some vague memories of, like, I know a dungeon that we're gonna explore later, and I know we're gonna meet and I know who we're gonna meet, and I know that we're gonna go somewhere that we haven't been to yet. But it's all kind of vague, scattered memories. So I guess I'm pretty interested to see Orb. Pretty interested to see what exactly happens next. I feel like we might be getting close to the end of Act 2, maybe. Oh yeah, there's this place. Yeah, let's land here. Let's land here in Kami's Lookout. Imagine just chilling in your fortress and a giant flying whale rams into you. Just headbutt the fortress. Once you unlock Soletica, you can explore a few places you never got to on your map. Yeah, that's kind of a big appeal.
So there really is an island in the sky, just as Father Benedictus said. I wonder if he was right about there being something helpful here too.
Every Dragon Quest game has kind of had that structure where, you know, you travel around on foot, then you unlock the boats, and then you unlock the sort of flying machine, right? And then the whole world opens up. It happens in 8, it happens in 9, except you don't actually get the flying, you know, the ability to fly until, like, the post game, which is an interesting choice. And then here we have in the form of Sedeca. I talked about it when we first got Sylvando's boat, but that's the Salty Stallion, but that's what I like to call a boat moment in these kinds of games. Like, you know, oh, this game's boat moment. We get the boat, now the whole world opened up. And I guess in terms of JRPG tropes, I guess this would be like the airship moment, right? Because, you know, airships are associated with that kind of traversal thanks to Final Fantasy,
Is that
right?
a temple of some sort?
Never realized Erdwin's Star was there this early. Yeah, you can see it a lot throughout the game.
There must be some reason we were brought here. Shall we go and find out what it is?
For the past few title screens that we've had, You actually can see, you can see it up in the sky. Which is weird because, you know, we weren't anywhere near, you know, addressing what that's all about. So I guess we will be soon, but you know. I have no idea what I was originally talking about. I feel like I was just kind of, you know, like, oh, our Dragon Quest, oh, airships and boats. But yeah, here we are. We're in a very beautiful looking place. So up in here in the sky, probably be a, I can see myself living here, being pretty comfortable up here. I'd imagine you'd have a pretty good view of the world if it wasn't so cloudy. Now that would probably make the Switch melt. You're like 5 hours away, I'd say. Well, I was actually about to drop some good news. The fact that on Friday, we're not going to have our time limit. So you think, depending on how far I get today, you think it'd be possible for us to just like marathon the rest of Dragon Quest 11 on Friday? The rest of Act 2, I should say. Because I think I'd like to do that. Oh, hello. What do you got for us, Tackle? Pillar of Pegasus. I really need to go back to Tickington. I haven't been to Tickington in like actually dozens of hours. Also, look, Serena's haircut on her profile. One sec, I'm gonna take a drink of water. You have extracurricular band in the morning. You woke up early, went to school, and it turns out it was canceled. Oh, great. It was canceled to the band trip classroom. So you woke up early for nothing. You got to wake up early again tomorrow. Oh man, I had something kind of similar happen to me in school. So I'm just gonna run around in circles and talk about this for a second because I think we're about to get some story dropped on us. But in school, I was when I first went to high school, I got signed up for a really weird class for whatever reason. I got signed up for choir, right? And I never signed up for it myself. I never talked to a counselor saying I want choir. But the weird part is I got signed up for choir that you have to audition for. Like you had to actually, in order to get into that choir class I'm speaking of, I had to audition for it and get picked, right? But for some reason I was already signed up for it when going to high school. Depends how good you are with the Fortress of Fear Labyrinth. Well, you know, we'll see. We'll probably have plenty of time tomorrow. I wouldn't mind, you know, gunning it a little bit. Not really gunning it, not rushing through, but you know, just like, you know, let's do a big one to roll one out. What's the band trip classroom instead of the extracurricular one? Oh, okay. No, I was signed up for you know the special choir, even though I never sang in you know public or anything like that. So it's not like I got scouted or nothing like that. So it was weird. And you know, we went to a few shows. You know, we performed mostly in the auditorium of our school. But there was this one time where we went to a different town entirely, and we spent all day there practicing, and you know, we had spaghetti there. And actually, I you know, it was kind of a neat day. I got dragged away from school, and you know, any excuse for me to get dragged away from school was fine in my book. Colorful cocoon. But the thing is that it took you know, we sang until the wee hours of the nights, until like I want to say like 10 or 11, and the place we were singing at was like a 3-hour drive away from where I lived. So I didn't get back to my town in until like 2 a.m. So, and keep in mind I was in high school. I was just a youngin' in high school, right? So I couldn't drive or nothing. So I had to call my parents in the night, like, yo, I got, you know, they knew about it and all that. I was like, yo, I gotta go home. It's 2 a.m. So that was kind of weird. It was kind of a weird moment of like, and I didn't get a break or nothing. They wanted us to go to school, but thankfully my parents ended up calling me off of school because like I'd be running on very little sleep on that day. So they kind of did me a favor there. That was very appreciated. Nice to hear that Mafia's finally taking a break on Friday. Yeah, they're not going to be pursuing me on that day. Grand trip is in 2 weeks, which is crazy. Well, I hope you do. What do you play again? I know you told me, but I'm pretty sure you told me, but I might have forgotten. Anyway, sorry for that little rant that had nothing to do with nothing about choir. I guess I do have a couple more stories to tell about that, but I guess that's later. I'll save that for later.
We can see you, you know. Come out from behind there. Huh? What is it?
It's Majin Buu.
Ah, it's you!
Oh man, I know a certain other streamer that would love this voice.
I'm of the Watchers.
The Watchers? And what are they?
I want to spend 15 hours in a bus with your ex who hates you. Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting.
Ground dwellers not know of us. We watch over Arboria. Watch for as long as Arboria exists.
That sounds like Peppa Pig, but with like reverb.
Well, what do you know?
Is that the right word for that?
And what are you doing skulking behind a pillar, Mr. Watcher?
Right, you do play percussion. You did tell me this.
This is home. Home of all of us. Once were many islands.
You play quite a bit of drums, which is nice. This is the only VI you don't really like. Yeah, the thing is that I remember... Okay, so there's another streamer that you've seen around here, and his name is Benzano, and he straight up lied to me that he beat Dragon Quest 11. So when I was talking about, like, oh yeah, and he was telling me about a voice he didn't like, I thought he was talking about this guy right here. I'm like, oh yeah, there is someone that with not a really great voice, but that's not until way later. And because it turned out that he was lying to me about beating Dragon Quest 11, he didn't know who I was talking about. Ooh, spill the tea, dude.
Came, Lord of Shadows. All crashed. Only this island remains. Only me.
Like, I know a lot of the monsters are supposed to sound pretty otherworldly, and I think it works for a lot of the other, voice acted monsters, but this one, I don't know.
That's awful.
Morrigan got to you guys too, huh? Sounds like you've been through a lot. Sorry if I was out of line just now. How come you survived anyway? And why did this place get left alone?
Guiding light burns within. Has burned since time began. Was in Temple of Dawn. Here. Was cleaning. Attack came. Was protected by guiding light.
I like how they talk in all caps. That's how I speak.
This
all
guiding
caps.
light of yours sounds pretty special.
Hey there, Freck. I really hope I'm saying your name right. Dragon Quest, great game. Dragon Quest 11 is a very good game. I just keep talking about how great this game is while playing it,
Lord of Shadows.
which is very efficient.
The guiding light might be it.
Anyway, hey, thanks for joining the stream, man. How you doing? How's your Wednesday?
Not know. Is not weapon. Cannot defeat.
You talk in bold italics.
Wish to help.
That is a very fancy way of speaking. Very regal.
Know little of world yet.
Very emphasized way of speaking.
Guess we'll just have to take a look for ourselves then, huh?
Yes. But what are we going to do about our poor little friend here?
Not worry. I'm fine. I'm Watcher. Story of Watcher's not over.
I'm fine.
You beat Lord of Shadows. Then World Tree returns. Cycle restored. Life and rebirth.
The yellow Majin Buu.
Let one sketch new
It's him.
life. My brothers. My sisters. All begins again. Please, Luminary. Succeed.
You don't know why Serena cut her hair? Well, it was a part of that ceremony where
You know who he is?
everyone was lopping off a little bit of their hair and for the ritual. But I guess Serena just kind of, decided to cut off a lot more than everyone else. Like, I keep apologizing for going on random rants. That's what you're here for. You just want gameplay, you play the game. I suppose that's true. Been here since beginning. My people watchers watching, protecting Flame. Seek Flame in Temple. Learn more. Learn a power to banish darkness, perhaps. Look at this place. It's the Mario Galaxy thing. From the Comet Observatory. I guess that is a good point. Like half
It's beautiful.
the point of the stream is to hear some random dude talk about whatever.
I feel purer just looking at it.
I suppose.
Wait, the mark.
Very shiny.
Whoa! Did all that light just get squished down into that little thing?
Squished. That's a fun way to put that. Proto acquires the guiding light. Almost a gliding light. It's flying.
Oh, look!
Did all that light get smooshed down into that little thing? Said Eric.
I sense something very special in them. I know this feeling. Yggdrasil. I think you should take a closer look, don't you? I've a feeling they have something rather important to show us.
I think you have a good point. I think I'm starting to vaguely remember what we're going to be up to. It involves flying on a sky whale. A lot of flying on a sky whale. Look at that. It's those DQ3 guys. So I guess this game sort of canonizes that the heroes were
You all saw that too, right?
a sage, a gladiator, and a mage, I think.
Yes, that man. The mark on his hand. Oh, you don't think...
And of course, Erdwin the hero.
Aye, I do. And I've a feeling you've the same instinct, laddie, eh? That was Erdwin, the luminary of legend.
You can stop talking about your ex. Whenever you talk about it, you start getting anxious again.
I never thought I'd see him with my own eyes.
I don't know, I guess...
Those were the original heroes? The ones who defeated the Dark One way back when? The more we know,
I guess there does come a point where it's like, you know,
finding out how they beat it, right?
just thinking about it all the time. What could have been or what not, or whatever.
Let's see what those other seedlings have to show us, shall we?
Probably not doing a whole lot of favors. It's not like you have to forget it entirely, but, you know. Sometimes you just gotta move forward, I guess. Being less and less anxious every day, but as soon as you try to go sleep, you get so anxious that you can't for hours. Hey, this place is familiar. And I smashed it with the hammer.
Did you see the size of that hammer? Was it just me, or
Look at the size of that hammer.
special somehow?
It was no weapon, that much is certain. A forging hammer, if I am not mistaken. But what were they forging?
What was blood cooking, said Hendrik.
I wonder... Well, I think we all know where they were at least, don't we?
Let's see if the last seedling makes things any clearer.
This is the chamber of giving us our mission objectives. Pretty much like, hey, go here, idiot. Which, thank goodness, honestly, because as someone who gets lost very easily in the video games, I need all the help I can get. I am the reason why so many games have yellow paint in them these days. It's all because of me. I think you're pretty good at moving forward. Don't even delete photos from your phone of past relationships, friend or otherwise. Well, I guess it's a case-by-case kind of thing, right? I know you talked about it a lot of how...
That view, I'm sure of it.
I hope things would turn out differently, but
So if I understand what we saw correctly, they found some ore and
that probably doesn't help.
then went up a mountain and forged a sword.
I guess I can't quite be helped.
Wait, of course. The Sword of Light.
Indeed. They would not have gone into battle with the Dark One unarmed.
Yes, that's the power we need. That's how we'll drive the darkness from the world.
But Mordegon took it, right? Unless... Are these visions trying to say we need to... Yeah, that must be it. We need to make our own Sword of Light, just like the old heroes did.
Would our new Sword of Light happen to be a great sword? I really like great swords.
All right, we've got ourselves a plan. Not much of a plan, but we'll just have to fill in the gaps as we go. Let's start by paying a visit to the places we saw in those visions. I'm betting we'll find some more clues there.
Aye. It looked like they found that ore on another one of these floating islands. I reckon we'll need to have a word with our wee pal about that.
And that was Gallopolis in the vision where they had the hammer, right? Maybe the Sultan knows something.
Yeah, no, I agree with that perspective that, you know, just forgetting about it wouldn't be doing you any favors.
Now, that mountain, it's the volcano near.
You know, just pretending that the bad parts of your life just didn't happen. That is not quite
Sounds like
a
we're
healthy
going on a wee
mindset.
world tour then. Hoto, Gallopolis, and wherever that other island happens to be.
It seems we're setting off on another adventure, Veronica.
You know, people are very much the culmination of all their experiences, good and bad, as you know.
All right, let's go to work.
Let's go to work. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's not how the song goes. But yeah, I guess we have our objective now. We gotta go to Hoto, Gallopolis, and one of those other floating islands. What I forgot to do, though, is I forgot to... We forgot to take a look at Serena's new skill tree. She's got 100 points now. And yeah, here you can see that... Here she has pretty much every bit of Veronica's skill tree. Even can use heavy wands now. Which I think I'm gonna have her just using wands since, you know, Rab is already our dedicated heavy wands user. Question is, what the heck do I want out of her? Yeah, that's a good point. Just because, you know, maybe don't personally care for a person as they are now doesn't mean that, you know, doesn't have to erase the happy parts, I suppose. Yeah, it is impossible to grow so for something just trying to forget. You'd be surprised how many games have themes like that. When wielding heavy ones. I was gonna say, does that work with just having regular ones? I guess not, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll stick with the little ones. I guess we could invest hit the hay. I guess we'll invest a little bit more into Vim, as Veronica had. Really, the Enchanted Echo skill. Occasionally cast the same spell twice at no extra cost. Yes! I don't care how expensive that is. Give me that. You know, from never seeing your boyfriend so you cheat on you. Just trying to see your girlfriend so much that she got overwhelmed. Spooky aura. I guess that's just how it is, you know. I guess then whatever experience comes next for you, you know, you gotta, learn from the past. It's not a way of, you know, fearing it and dreading it, but, you know, as a learning experience for the person you are now. Channel anger. She's angry. Here we go. Yeah, you can kind of tell that something is a little strange when it comes to Serena and Veronica by the fact that their skill trees are way, way smaller than every other character's. Like, even before they unlock their extra skill trees in the post-game, they still, or not the post-game, but, you know, Act 2, still tell that Serena and Veronica's are pretty lacking. I guess that's also one of many hints on what's going to transpire. 20% chance to double up spells is very good. Yeah.
You find, Luminary? Thing you seek?
That's the kind of skills I always like to go for in these kinds of games where it's like a small percent chance to have something very good happen. Like, even though it's a small percent chance, imagine when it does happen. That's why anytime I play Fallout, I always go for a mysterious stranger, because he doesn't always show up. But when he does... Frodo explains everything he and his companions saw. I don't know what it is, but something about a small chance to happen when you're doing something otherwise normal is like, that's like pure dopamine to my brain muscles. A small chance
Always intriguing.
of having bonus effects. You know, it doesn't always sound good on paper, but I don't know, something about it just neurons activated in my brain.
Remember a tale from my grandfather.
If you get enough small chances, it eventually becomes a big chance. There you go. 20% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Guiding light helped ancient heroes. Helped in forging of sword. Sword to beat darkness.
It's no wonder that I'm not like a fucking huge gambler because of stuff like this. Like, oh, if I cast spells all the time, then eventually I'll get the 20% free spell. Like, oh my god. Like I'm always playing games about chances, right? When it comes to stuff with like random number generation for a lot of RPGs or whatever. So it's like
Island of vision. This is called battleground.
it's no wonder that I'm not like in a cardboard box being like, please
Why would anyone go
give me gambling money.
on a battleground?
That's how you even say about the small chances is crazy. Exactly.
Mine was there. Mine of great ores. Great powers fought for ores. Great battle occurred. Great losses. Great pain. Victors took all. No ore. No more. Perhaps.
Oh.
Tale of centuries ago. Perhaps tale false. Perhaps all remain. Perhaps.
Well,
Perhaps.
It can't hurt to go and have a look now, can it? Come on, you lot.
If you forget purpose, if you need clues, come to me. Tales from Grandfather may help.
You think the reason you don't gamble is because you understand getting unlucky in games so well? Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. I'm very, Trying to remember some place that he's visited. You can now use them to travel to Hotel in Galapagos. Oh, that's convenient. No, I'm the same way because I'm pretty reasonable when it comes to luck, I feel. Here's the thing. I like stuff where it's like 20% chance to have something good happen, but I don't like if it's like 50% something good happens or 50% something bad happens, or even like 70% something good happens, 30% something bad happens. I don't like those chances. I don't like when something bad happens. Only give me the good. So that's, I guess that is kind of maybe why I'm not a gambler, because I understand, like, you know, I could walk away with a bunch of money, or I could lose everything and walk away with nothing. I don't know, probability sucks. Oh my, holy shit, probability. That says some dude named Victor took everything. Yeah, that's the name of the final boss, Victor. He took everything from us, everything. He's sending messages early. God, that is something that I am like I'm like fatigued about. I guess anxious is a better way to say that, right? About very minor embarrassments. Like, I hate sending messages early. I'll be like typing something like in the Discord that I have Oh, we're not going to Gondolia. We're going to Bliss Place, the battleground. Something that drives me crazy is that I'll be typing a message, and then I accidentally press enter, and I send it away early. It's like, oh man, I was making a really funny joke. It's going to be really funny. Slide it with the guiding lights flame. I accidentally came here early. I think I did that the first time I played this too. I saw this like just like fighting this like floating rock. I'm like, oh yeah, let's go there. Everybody loves floating rocks. That's why I love Geodude. And not just because he says Geodude. Yeah, I remember this place somewhat. Not somewhat. I think I do remember it. Yeah, I'm good with this lineup. So I think with that, this also means that Jade, or not Jade, Jesus. I think this also means that Serena has access to Boom, which I've sorely missed in the Act 2. Like, I know Hero has Boom, but I prefer him to use his great swords, you know? So to have a user of such a good spell such as that one, well... Yeah, it warms me hearts.
Our work isn't done yet.
Was that thing named Swampert? Alright, I don't need to waste all of our MP. We got a dungeon ahead of us. I could be a little conservative. Smog Bonnet. That is not Swampert. Do it. Wish he didn't do that much to that little guy.
Wonderful. Did I do all right?
Whoa! Something weird just happened. Hold up. Hold up. I just lost. Restream just decided to log me out of the chat for no gosh darn reason. Hold on. I can't see anything funny if the chat members are typing anything funny. Awesome, Restream. Cool service. Oh, you better click on all the traffic lights, dude. You better click all the traffic lights when you're logging into the thing in your... You better click on all the buses. You better click on all the squares that have buses in it. Oh, goody. Okay, we're back. Why did it do that? Why would it log me out in the middle of a stream? It's like, I'm doing the thing. Do a thing. You know, it's me. Christ. I hate captures. I know why they exist to keep out bots, but I still hate them. They're so annoying. Like, oh, click on all the squares that my butthole shows up in. I hate you. I hate you, captures. Jesus. Sorry, I'm yelling at inanimate objects again. I do that a lot sometimes. What the heck is it? Oh god, I'm getting overwhelmed with choices. Ever had moments like that when you're exploring in these kinds of games where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go. That looks like progress. I'm gonna go the opposite way, but then it is progress. The opposite way you went is progress. I don't know. This is one of those mind goblining kind of things. The goblins on the mind are a fickle mistress.
Fabulous!
Fabuloso. I was trying to be efficient, but I think I did the opposite of being efficient. Also, her stats are nuts. Oh, wait, I guess they're not that much more than other people. For some reason, I thought she had way more health than everyone else. Like, holy crap! No, it's just, you know, everyone has pretty high HP at this point, I suppose. Here's that thing about random chances that I talked about. That enemy just randomly lost some of its attack because of Sylvando's whip. Now that's a small chance that only happens very, very occasionally, but when it does happen, it feels good in the neurons. What was the point of all this? I hope I didn't miss a chest. Ow! You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, you like this? I should heal, but I think how OP we were through most of the game is now coming to a head. I mean, you know, great swords are still powerful, but I think now the enemies are starting to catch up with us. They're starting to mustard with us. That's a good move. Oh, baby!
The great Sylvando grows even greater.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. That sends some good juices, some good chemicals in your brain muscles. I still can't afford a whip. Where am I? Where even is I? I guess I'll keep going. I love the crossbow. It's my favorite item in the game. But I do love mini medals. This does put a smile on my face. Armfuls. Well, these guys are quite the armful. Don't. Jeez. Do it.
May heaven's winds propel thee hence!
That's a pretty fun skill. Kind of pricey, but oh well. I can't believe I'm still buying stuff in heavy ones. Ooh. Yeah, even more MP recovery. Speaking of neurons activated, that is something that always makes me feel good in these kinds of games. MP recovery. Any opportunity I could get any sort of MP recovery in these kinds of games is always a very good feeling to me. Jade cannot use abilities anymore. Gosh darn it.
Take this!
Flower power!
I guess Boom is still pretty useful, but I think I'm hoping pretty soon we could get our hands on that there upgraded version of Boom. Whoa, I almost knocked my water off the table, and that'd have been hilariously bad. That would have been real bad. Also, I just realized, I think Restream chat is broken, so I have Twitch chat open right now because Restream is completely broken. I just checked, and it's like, oh, you've been typing stuff this whole time. Oh, it's Restream's faults. So I'm sorry about that. The only main story only gets you to level 15 and 99. Rap skill tree is huge. Rap skill tree is huge. I haven't used claws at all this playthrough. I think I either had him or Rab use claws. His name is Rab. I think I either had him or I guess I could keep this docked here and just like switch between the tabs. That's pretty helpful. But yeah, my bad. Restream chat just randomly logged down. I thought it would fix itself, but it clearly has not. So I guess now I just have Twitch chat open. One time Serena got her spells and abilities disabled, so you just had to sit there and hit with the wand. You just keep hitting him with the stick. That's my favorite way to approach life. Just hit things with a stick. But anyway, bottom line of my unhinged rant is that I hate captures. Was your joke so bad that I was not even checking chat? What was your joke? Let me go back. Let me go back a little bit. Let me go back in the past. At least I can always count on you being able to read my messages all the time. That's the only thing left in my life. I don't know what I would do if you couldn't read all my messages in real time. yeah, it's a good thing that you do not have a delay on in your chats. That'd be crazy. Like that's pretty wacky. I know you're joking, but come on, you got more stuff in your life than that. I know you do.
May heaven's winds propel thee hence!
But yeah, that was a fun experience we just had. So
Things are looking up.
if anyone's were to show up on YouTube now, I would not be able to read what they're saying because Restream is awesome. I can't be too hard. You know, Restream is like 90% of the time a really useful service and it's free, so I can't complain too much. But that is a little unfortunate that such a thing were to happen. I like how the monsters are actually getting kind of difficult now. There's always this point in Dragon Quest where the enemies start fighting back real hard. I think we're kind of close to reaching that. But yeah, I don't think I would stop talking after a bad joke. Like, you know, if it's like horribly offensive, then maybe. But like, I don't know. If you're gonna make like a pun or just like kind of a not so great joke, then that's not something I would, you know, not talk over. I love bad jokes. I should know. I make them all the time. Yeah, Serena kind of hits like a truck.
We win again.
I didn't even need Kasoosh. Platinum mail. I was talking about earlier how we might need some new equipment, and well, there you go. Who really needs it the most? Who has the least defense? I guess Eric does, right? But I don't think he can wear that kind of armor. Also, right, Serena. What did I just say? We have new outfits for Serena. Oh! I forgot that we unlocked this. That's right. I really like the way that looks on Jade. Okay, Silvando, can you wear the platinum mail? It ups his defense but lowers his charm. I don't know, I kind of like him having high charm. Yeah, wait, now we'll put that on Hendrik. You hate when pops you hate are really expensive. It's for a collection, but you really do want to. Do you really want to spend $40 on a thing that just looks meh? I mean, I guess that's dedication, right? Even if it's something you don't enjoy looking at, it's going in the cornucopia. What was the point of... Whatever. I was gonna say, what was the point of going all the way around town like that, but... Oh well. No big deal. We need as much experience as we could get our hands on anyway. I get the feeling we're going to need it. I think we're gonna, you know, since we are reaching our soft time limit. I keep saying that, like I was like, oh, I gotta go. I think I will. I'll probably get to the end of this dungeon and then probably end it for the day. And then who knows? Since we don't have a time limit on Friday, maybe we'll just go long and we'll do the rest of Act 2. Kind of like that idea. I'm kind of understanding what you were talking about really early on in the playthrough, where you're saying that dual wands are really good for restoring MP. Now that Serena is kind of chewing through MP, now that she is both a healer and a damage dealer, I kind of understand why you would want to restore as much MP as possible. Who knows? Maybe I might try that at some point. I tried that on my first playthrough, but for some reason I didn't like it. I don't know why. Whatever reason, I didn't really like having double wands on Serena. Maybe I didn't understand. You know what it is? Okay, here's the thing. Every JRPG I've ever played, besides Dragon Quest and some early Final Fantasies, I think most of the games I played, the normal attack that you have, you know, just the normal, you know, just attack, is not always all that useful, but it's very useful in Dragon Quest because you can actually do a lot of damage with your normal attack on regular enemies. And in the case of, you know, spellcasters, they game NP. Quadra Bash! Double Strength Strike over a set of squares in a 2x2 arrangement. Fantastic for forging larger items. Awesome. So I think I kind of metagamed myself to death when I first played this because, like, oh, well, the normal attack isn't that helpful in this game, so I guess I don't really need to worry about it that much. But no, the normal attack is very useful, especially for spellcasters. Anyway, my favorite Pokemon is Sizzlypuff. You remember when you were playing Smash Brothers on the N64 and the announcer said Sizzlypuff? Ooh. Ah! This is a bad idea. Oh. Everything up. Oh no. Never mind, I'm the best crafter ever. I did not ruin everything. Yippee. Yippee. Zeus. There's only +1, but you know what? +1 is better than nothing, as they say. I can make these glives too. I'll make the glives. We've gotten 2 really good deals on where were pops. I cannot say things. They're not rare, but they're old. It's an AliExpress. I don't know what AliExpress is, but I don't know. I know myself personally. I'm very untrustworthy when it comes to not very well known ways of receiving items, I guess. To word that in the absolute worst way possible. I didn't want to steal. I might not be able to make this. Stop healing it. Stop! You piece of shit! Oh, I actually couldn't do it anyway. Please. Please. I messed everything up. I ruined everything. It still works. I was gonna say, I'm ruined! Well, you bought it. Lamau. Fearless. Oh, we got some new equipment. Alright. I think so. Sylvando's. I don't know. Sylvando's has a lot of defense for some reason. He's like getting hurt like crazy. Like Sylvando has almost as much defense as Proto, and yet Sylvando is taking like crazy damage for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, this brings up attack and defense. Ooh. Oh, we have new outfits for Eric. We need a Corsair's coats. Wherever that is. Yeah. For Serena, I guess we can put on these glives. Yeah. That'll do. It's only $30, so if it's a scam, he can't get your money back. I guess it's fine. Yeah, I suppose so. You made a PayPal so you can buy stuff without putting in your details. It's the worst idea I've ever had because it became an impulse spender. I'm kind of weird when it comes to being an impulse buyer kind of stuff, because there are games that I know that I like, that I will absolutely, enjoy, and I've been thinking about playing for a long time. But I won't get them for the longest time. But then there are some times where I'll just like watch a random video of some random game I've never heard of, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna go buy that right now. I'm gonna go out to the storefront, whatever description there is. I gotta go get my hands on that right now. Cause like I'm like a weird mix of being very patient with money, but also being not patient at all when it comes to like very impulsive stuff. I don't know why. Oh, you.
We did it, darlings!
You may recently quite a bit of money from turning on your birthday, so you're more okay with spending it. First time you've been really passionate about buying. I mean, I guess if it's all leaning towards your, your own passion, I guess it's not too bad. But doesn't hurt to be careful with that kind of stuff, I suppose. You've been saying for so long now you're treating yourself. Yeah, might as well. Doesn't hurt to treat yourself every now and then. As long as not too overboard and whatnot. You know the usual. The dragon is still alive. Not for long. The Evangel Lizard.
Victory!
I actually did get scanned one time. Because there's... Alright. Do you know who Neil Breen is? If you don't know, Neil Breen is a director, a writer, and he's made movies in the past, and they are infamously, well, they're very well-known movies, and they're kind of infamous for being not very great, being a little low budget, but it's kind of a bit of a cult following because they're very earnest, very honest, you could say. I remember for one of my friend's birthday, I wanted to get a physical copy of one of the movies that are not available on digital storefronts, one of his older movies. I don't remember which one it was, though. You know about him? Okay, good. I wanted to get one of his movies, so I ended up trying to purchase them from this really suspicious website using PayPal and all that, but And I never did end up receiving that there DVD I purchased. And the thing is that it wasn't handled through any I guess in a whole lot of official capacity. It was just like the shipping and that's it. So I couldn't like, I don't think I could like file or contact anyone to be like, hey, well, you guys never gave me my movie. So I always like to tell people that I got scammed by Neil Breen, even though it wasn't him himself, but probably the distribution company for his very old movies that they probably assume nobody even want anymore. But say ample spending, but you really know you spend hours researching to make sure you're getting the best price possible. I suppose so. I could be like that way sometimes when it comes to stuff like games, where it's like, when it comes to RPGs in particular, I'm very picky about the kind of RPGs I play. I usually don't really dive into an RPG that I know is going to be kind of lengthy unless I know it's something I'm actually going to really enjoy. So that's also kind of a thing where a lot of games I'll play, I'll be really interested in for the longest time. Usually watching videos or whatever about them, learning more about them through like wiki dives or whatever. Until I finally decide, I'm just going to go for it. More pep chants. That always happens a lot with a lot of stuff I end up getting into. Is usually I spend months, I guess sort of hyping myself up about it, for lack of a better term. Your email's been fucked lately? You got one of those old folks emails? Or is this full of spam from like Etsy and stuff? I count myself pretty lucky because I do not have an inbox like that at all. I don't know why, but I never sign up for anything. I usually try to avoid it as much as possible. I am not a huge fan of just randomly. Is Serena gonna die? Yippee skippy. I think Hero just made an annoyed noise. It's like, ah. Same Hero. You look at 15 Plus website. They look good. You put in your emails so you can see shipping, and then your email is flooded. Damn, I would hate that. I'd absolutely despise having an email like that that's just flooded with a bunch of garbo. I don't think I can handle that, honestly. Oh no. He sounded so annoying. Like, oh. Yeah, like I said, they're getting a little spicy with the enemies. Yeah, let's actually put Hendrik in over Jade, I think. He has more area damage. Damage. D-A-M-A-U-G-E. It's where you just scam them by accident. Master Thief in chat. Someday the police are gonna be raiding the Scoot call center, I guess. Weird how a lot of the Scoot call centers scams usually involve avatar items. It's interesting that way. Well, I can't wait to see you on Kit Boga. Dude, that's gonna be great. I can't wait for your episode of Kit Boga. So many baddies.
Our work isn't done yet.
Then there's no time to waste. I think I'm gonna switch out Sylvando soon. I kind of like how we're getting to the point now where, you know, actually have a lot of reason to be switching out to other party members because, you know, stuff is expensive. MP costs are dang old expensive. And this dungeon has been it's not really that long. It'd probably be a lot faster if I just like gunned it to the end. Where's the fun in that? Besides, I need experience anyway. Considering that the last few fights have been getting ever so slightly harder. I guess from a gameplay's perspective, it is nice that Serena's getting a lot more use now because I never really felt like Serena had an actual spot in the party. You know, in Act 1, just because we had Veronica, and she was great at using offensive spells. And we also, after we learned Hustle Dance on Sylvando, our healing was covered through the entire act. There wasn't really a whole lot of reason to use Serena, but now she's way more powerful than she's ever been. It's kind of cool to see. It's a little bit of a character arc for her, you could say. You may have lied about your age on PayPal. Been worried lately that you're going to be convicted for fraud. Can that be a way to convict you for fraud? Like if you have all the... Oh, no! If you have all the same information, but you just put in your age wrong. Does that count? Just because PayPal thinks you're like an old lady. I don't know if that means you're like on the FBI's watch list now. Or I guess the FBI equivalent of in Canada. Time to bring out the big guns. Six to go. Which you're not buying because it costs like $200. Understandable. You shall not pass. No, please. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh. If only you knew Kazing. Rap, please. Oh, good shield. Okay, we're back.
Hear me.
Oh, what happened to the close their accounts? Yeah, I guess so. No, you'll get like Rainbow Six Sieged. Still rated by the Popo, I guess. She's in there! Get her! Ow.
You shall not prevail!
I sure knew a box could be so horrible. A seed is skill. I still have not been using the seeds we've been collecting. You know, I usually save that stuff for later. Oh, you can tell we're getting to the end of the dungeon because there's a campfire. Or maybe it's only the half-life points. Only one way to find out. Whoops. Sorry, I just smacked my controller against the table. I still can't believe you weren't pulling mine and the chat's collective legs when you were talking about your display being listed in Google Maps. No, in Google Images. I had like a regional thing. It was not a regional thing. It was real. I've been speckledorfed. I've been duped. I've been made an ass out of.
Thank goodness.
It might not let you sign up if they find out you lied. Damn. Sometimes I wish I did lie about my age, because I remember when I was just barely underage, under 18 when the 3DS was a thing, right? And you know, I never felt a need to lie about you know, my age on anything at the time. So when I wanted to play the new Phoenix Wrights, the Dual Destinies, and I was like, oh, I could buy this off the eShop because we're in the future now. I could not, because that game was rated M, and I was only 16. I was only Babby. So I guess that is one time I regret not lying. 'Cause I couldn't play the dang old new Phoenix Wright with that. Well, I still could. I had to go into the store, but like still. I wanted to feel like a real futuristic kind of feller, but playing my video games digitally. Even though that kind of already existed on the Wii in the Wii era, but you know, whatever. I still need 2 more points to form the thing. Is that even going to be that worth it? I really don't know if it is. Also, I guess we could take this dragon up if we just, you know, can't be bothered. We'll walk all the way up there, so I guess it's helpful. 10 months ago, you bought your first avatar popping. Now you're almost done. It's a story of addiction. It's a cascade. We sleep. I kind of had to stop myself from talking about how, you know, from a meta gameplay standpoint, I like the fact that Serena now has a role. I caught myself because I was about to say I'm kind of glad Veronica died. It would have been the wrongest way to word that. That would have been the absolute worst way I could have worded that. Serena has sap, right? I guess we'll try this. I'm going the wrong way. Did I save? I think I did. I'm going to save again because I don't actually remember. I did save. Now I'm remembering. I remembered it the worst time. You always lie about your age. I don't know, there's a saying there about not asking people their age or something or the other. Excuse me, monsters. Has been carved in ancient stone. It looks like it was left by the Watchers. Oh. Or make special weapon. Weapon to restore hope. Weapon to save all of Arboria. Molten globules. Ew. This isn't the end of the dungeon, is it? Oh, there's a taco. There's a taco. Wow, that's pretty lengthy. Huh. Shoot. I think I gotta leave soon. I'm sorry. This is a bad place to leave it off, but I think I'm gonna slowly climb my way back up and save. Because yeah, we've hit our time limit. Soft time limit, as I keep calling it. The Mafia is after me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I started a little late, so it's going to be a little bit of a shorter session for Dragon Quest today. But hey, on Friday we will not have such restrictions. So who knows? Maybe I'll just marathon the game until we're done with it. So it's done with Act 2 at least. I'm not going to marathon all of Act 3 because like, oh my god. Why am I here? Oh, excellent. Got up. Actually, I don't think I even realized you could do that. So yeah, I'm gonna save here, and I'm gonna continue this dungeon next time, and maybe get to the end of Act 2. Maybe. You get on the price check on your last 2 pops. Okay, I respect a full report. I expect a full audit of your purchases, I guess. So yeah, sorry for the weird stream times recently, but if I, tomorrow we won't have these restrictions, and on Saturday, if I do have the ability to stream on Saturday, we won't either. But yeah, thanks to Scoots, Benzano, and there was someone else that was new here. Freck, I think their name was? Yeah, Freck. Thank you all so much for showing up and hanging out. So to witness the Dragon Quests. This game is amazing. And we're about to reach the end of the main game, I guess. I guess not really the main game because there's still a lot more to do after that, but we'll get there when we get there. How's it 1 a.m. already? I don't know. Time flies. But yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your Wednesday. See you on Friday, where I think we're gonna play a whole lot of Dragon Quest. Y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on Friday. Goodbye.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael.